Rebecca, are we live? Oh, okay. Thanks.
The Saints have been road warriors to start the season, playing 12 of their first 13 away from Flagler Gym. Now first-year head coach Blake Selland and the new-look Saints finally enjoy some home cooking as they welcome Columbus State to town. Saints basketball starts now. Hi, everyone. Along with Grace Schwab, I'm Dave Wenda. Let's look at the starting lineups first for the visiting Cougars of Columbus State University. Starting at a forward, 6'7 junior, number 2, Joshua Jerome. At guard, a 6'3 graduate student, number 5, Kaylin Clifton. Also at guard, a 6'3 senior, number 10, Grant Howard. At forward, a 6'3 graduate, number 15, Daniel Melvin. And rounding out the starting lineup at forward, a 6'7 graduate, number 20, Nelson Haskin. And now for the starting lineup for the Flagler College Saints and head coach Blake Selland. At a guard, a 6'1 sophomore, number 0, Jax Balknight. At guard, a 6'5 sophomore, number 2, Chase Fiddler. At guard, a 5'11 sophomore, number 4, Jalen Lemons. At forward, a 6'8 junior, number 5, Tyler Collier. And at guard, a 6'3 junior, number 24, Malik Bryant. Saints come in 6-7 overall, 0-2 in the league. Columbus State is 7-5, also winless in the Peach Belt Conference. So one of these teams will walk away with their first PBC win here this evening. Flagler in their white uniforms with the red numerals and red lettering, and Columbus State in the all dark blue with the white and red trim and lettering. Tyler Collier set to jump it up against Nelson Haskin, and the Cougars of Columbus State come away with the tip. Long three from straight away is good, right off the mark from Melvin. Cougars are coached by Robert Moore in his 13th season. This is Fiddler, off target on the 3. Another long 3, that one left short, offensive rebound inside, the spin and the putback is there for Clifton. Good start for the Cougars. This is Balknight, who's dealt with some injuries this year, but they want him to get the majority of the starts and the minutes at the point. Balknight drives into the lane, picks up his dribble, back out to Fiddler, 3 to shoot. Balknight, I'm not sure, realizes it, tosses up a floater, and it's a shot clock violation. Balknight, a sophomore from Alpharetta, Georgia. Students are not in class. There's an alley-oop attempt, and it was too tall for Haskin. Saints come away with it, wide open from the baseline. And that was Lemons, and instead it's a three-pointer from Malik Bryant, the junior transfer from Barton College. And he's got the Saints on the board. From the elbow, the jumper is pure from Melvin. Good start for the Cougars. Fiddler to Collier on the low block, lost it in the double team. And Columbus State wants to run out ahead, and Fiddler picks up the foul, attempting to block Clifton, and it'll send Karen Clifton, or Kaylin, to the line. Fiddler, known for his three-point shooting, if you're a Flagler fan of the last couple of years, now leads the Saints in blocks and steals this year. It's not necessarily the defender that Jalen Barr is, Barr out for the season. He suffered an ACL injury in the offseason, and he'll miss the entire campaign. So the Saints really have a void defensively. And with that long, lean build of Fiddler, he'll try to make up some ground defensively. That free throw, no good. Lemons comes away with it. Out of Bryant, thought about the three. Balknight to Collier. Collier steps through the double team. Back out to Lemons. Floater is good. Jalen Lemons, the sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, by way of Wallace State Community College, leads the team in scoring. Saints are very balanced. Lemons averaging 15.4 points a game. Kyle Young right behind him, 14.6. We'll see Young come off the bench, the big man who transferred in from Siena College. Coach Sellen and his staff had to do some serious recruiting after they lost the majority of their rotation, and there's an air ball from Jerome. Think about the players lost from the great Flagler teams of the last couple of seasons. Jacek Lottie, two-time PBC Player of the Year and a two-time All-American. Chris Metzger, Jalen Barr is out. Derek Ellis has graduated. Cole Roberts is gone. So a new-look Saints team. And also a new head coach in Blake Sellen, who was an assistant since the 2017-2018 season, the beginning of Chad Warner's tenure. Coach Warner, there's a block from Fiddler, adding to his team lead, but it's given right back. Coach Warner now is an assistant at Furman. A couple of years ago, Coach Warner and Blake Sellen, Kip Owens led the Saints all the way to the Final Four. Now Warner working for his friend Bob Ritchie with the Furman Paladins. Balknight finds Fiddler coming off the screen. Picks up his dribble at the elbow. Gives it to Bryant. Driving, and he draws the contact and the foul from Clifton. Non-shooting foul. That's Clifton's first. Balknight to trigger from the end line. Our officials today, Daryl Smith, Nelson Santiago, and Willisette Del Valle. This is Bryant looking for Kyle Young on the low block. Young is a load. Three to shoot. Balknight with an extra pass to Bryant. Got it off just in time. And Collier tracks down the offensive board. Now to Fiddler, who blows by his defender, and he traveled. I think he slipped as he planted his foot. Talking about Kyle Young, 6'9", 240 sophomore out of Stewartsville, New Jersey, and Siena College. And we'll tell you more about him and his athletic family coming up after the break. And welcome back to Flagler Gym here in St. Augustine, Florida. 7-5 Cougars over the Saints. Well, we were talking about Kyle Young, the 6'9 sophomore transfer from Siena College, was productive in his 2 years at Siena, but redshirted last year and was looking for a new start. And Coach Selland just stayed on top of that recruiting beat, and he won over not only Kyle but his athletic family. His mom Tammy played volleyball at Syracuse. Dad Pat was on the rowing team. His sister Jordan played volleyball at George Washington. And his brother Ryan, you may have seen him, plays hoops at Duke, part of the rotation for the Blue Devils. So a very athletic family, originally from the Northeast, but the family has relocated to Florida so they can see Kyle regularly play here. Finally a home game for the Saints. They've had one other win over Savannah State back in November. Otherwise, 12 of 13 away from home. Some of those were tournaments at neutral sites. Here's Bryant slashing into the lane. Jump stop and the finish. Long two, and it's off the glass and good. And a foul committed on the made basket. That's from Melvin, and they'll get Fiddler on the foul, who's pleading his case with the officials. He'll have a seat and give way to Spencer Bain, another sharpshooter from outside. Melvin to complete the three-point play. Now some pressure shown by the Cougars. Bain gets it in to Omar Figueroa, yet another newcomer from Puerto Rico. Bryant left open, passes on the three, tries to give it up to Young, and that one goes out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Saints. Omar Figueroa, sophomore from Carolina, Puerto Rico, transferred from D1 University of Alabama, or North Alabama. And a nice shot off the glass from Melvin. The lead is 5. Here's Bryant the other way, and he slipped and fell. So evidently some moisture on the hardwood here, as the Saints have slipped a couple times and it's resulted in traveling infractions. Skip pass, and then the extra pass down low, and losing it off his leg is number 23, Jelani James. Pressure again. Bain into Bryant. Now the Cougars will back off. Bryant right to the 10, and he's met at the summit by James. Back the other way, and it's laid up and in by Jerome. And Spencer Bain, I think, stepped on the line. The Saints a little out of rhythm here, early on, trailing 14-7. Glad to have you with us here on the PBC Network. Spencer Bain comes away with the steal. And lots of hard contact as Figueroa went strong to the hoop and drew the foul on Demir Black. So Omar Figueroa steps to the line.
Stepping to the foul line for the Saints is number 1, Omar Figueroa.
Figueroa, sophomore from Orlando. Very highly recruited player, and the Saints didn't feel like they had a shot at him out of high school. They were well aware of what he could bring. Went to the University of North Alabama, did not work out there. He is third in the league in three-point shooting at 41.3. The Saints are first in the PBC in three-point percentage and second in field goal percentage. Here's a corner three. Too strong. Figueroa tracks it down, and the Saints will run. Young has it. On the low block. Reverse layup, and it's good. The Saints believe that Kyle Young could be an absolute force in the Peach Belt Conference. Combination of size and skill. This is nearly stolen, and it is. Figueroa steps in front and missed it, but following it up was Jalen Lemons. Seeing the athleticism, the lightning quick defense into offense that the Saints possess. Bain with the rebound. Ahead to Lemons. Gives it up. Faulknight into the lane. Bounces it for Young! And he stuffs it! And a timeout called by Columbus State as Flagler has come roaring back. And the Saints lead it 15-14. And welcome back to St. Augustine. Flagler fans, if you want to support all Flagler athletic teams, join the Saints Club. Visit flaglerathletics.com and click on the Saints Club link for details. Nice run by the Saints. We're on an 8-0 run over the last minute 36. There's an open jumper, rims off, and the rebound to Lemons. Into the corner, Faulknight gives it up. Young goes to work and lays it up and in. Nice take of Haskin by Kyle Young. Foul committed by Figueroa, and that will be his first personal. Saints 0-2 in the league. They lost at North Georgia in overtime, and then also at Young Harris. Those were back in 2022. Early December, a couple of league games getting played. Three, no good. Bain with another rebound. Young bluffed on the three. Now Lemons will miss everything. Cougars control it. Boy, Faulknight is all over his man, but he commits the foul on Demir Black. Saints are impressing with their speed up and down the floor, their athleticism.
shoot one.
So a lane violation on the free throw prevents Brown from the three-point play, although he missed the free throw anyway. Balknight splits the double team. Ahead to Lemons. Slow moving pass to Figueroa, who missed the shot. Saints get another look at it though. Young gets his man in the air, goes past him, and he draws the foul. Young averaging 14.6 points a game, 9 rebounds a contest. He's fourth in the league in field goal percentage. And misses the first free throw. Substitution for Columbus State. Number 2, Jerome re-enters. Young is a 77% free throw shooter, so he makes 1 of 2 here. Saints shoot it at 72% from the line as a team. And again, they're fantastic at shooting it from beyond the arc. 40% as a club. And there's a jumper that's up and in. Howard connects. Figueroa with some contact. Tracked down the loose ball and scooped it back in. That is short. It'll go out of bounds. Back over to the Saints. So Flagler, after trailing by 7 early, has come back to claim a 2-point lead. Lemons into the lane, picks up his dribble, bounces it for Bain. Reverse layup, Spencer Bain. Unselfish play from the Saints, and they find Bain cutting to the hoop. Mid-range jumper, no. Young snatches the rebound. Balknight picks up his dribble in the lane, bounces it for Young, another dunk! Kyle Young with a couple of throwdowns. Floater, no good. The putback is good. That's Perry Robinson's. Balknight passes on the shot. Oh, he really seems to be a pass-first point guard, at least in these few minutes that I've seen him. Turnover, Columbus State going the other way. Layup, no good. Putback is there. Howard calling for a foul, presumably. Columbus State back within 2. Young with the three-point try. And a 3 at the other end is no good from Ubo. Wisdom Ubo. Now Figueroa will spot up. He misses a triple. And another three-pointer and another missed three-pointer. That was Robinson. Lemons, and he buries the 3. Lead back to 5. Too strong. Rebound Figueroa, and has it tapped away from behind as the Wolf came. And there's a lot of contact, and the ball goes in. Tough shot from Jerome, who absorbed the contact from Young, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play when we come back. And welcome back to Flagler Gym. Saints would like to thank some of the supporters of Flagler Athletics, including Vested Metals. We are a customer-centric and solution-based metal supplier. UBS Financial, pursue what matters most to you for today, tomorrow, and generations to come. Sniffen & Spellman, PA, a full-service law firm representing clients statewide. And the McLeod Firm, Florida personal injury attorneys you can depend on. Jerome completes the three-point play. Bain will walk it up this time. Bryant with a crossover, gets a defender in the air, and he scores! Drawing the foul. Malik Bryant. Junior transfer from Barton College. Jerome picks up the personal. Malik played at Lewisburg College right out of high school. That's a junior college. And then Barton College last year. Started 24 of 26 games for the Bulldogs. And averaged better than 16 points a game. Was All-Conference Carolina's third team. His sister, Angel Meek, runs track at nearby Jacksonville University. She's a graduate transfer. So the transfer portal spans all sports, including track and field. You don't often think about that. You hear so much of it in basketball, football. Tyler Collier back in. Nice spin move on the block. Just a little too strong. And back the other way, it's Howard with the bucket. Trying to work through Collier again, and he's bumped from behind by James. Well, a new coaching staff, somewhat. Two of the three coaches are back. They're just in different roles. Blake Sellen has been elevated to the head coach with the departure of Chad Warner. And Kip Owens is promoted to associate head coach. Those two were key assistants for Coach Warner. And the new guy on the staff is Sam Orff, who was a standout player at Alabama Huntsville, played professionally in Austria last year. In fact, all three of the coaches were winners, very successful both individually and on successful winning teams that played in the postseason and deep into the postseason. Shot too strong with the rebound, comes off to the Cougars, who get a fresh 20. Oh, and Collier is absolutely bulldozed inside, and Tyler Collier takes the charge. Collier, tough guy to move. He's 6'8", 240. His father, Ron Johnson, played in the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles. To give you an idea of his bloodlines and kind of physical player he is. Collier has been a contributor over the last 2 seasons, but has kind of had to bide his time behind guys like Metzger and Cole Roberts. 5-point Flagler lead. Bryant goes baseline, reverse layup. Oh, that must be 4 or 5 beautiful reverse layups from the Saints already. And their lead has swelled to 7. That is their largest of the game. There's a jump shot and an answer from Columbus State's Clifton. And another charge taken. This time it's Figueroa. Saints will walk it across the timeline this time. Looking to set up Young on the low block. He's fronted. Now gets the basketball, gives it back to Figueroa. Young. He's been successful shooting the 3. Doesn't take a lot of them. Here's Bain again. Oh, and the finger roll just a little too much. Alley-oop the other way, and Young with a block. Wow! Figueroa on the run out is bumped, no call, and the Cougars come away with the loose ball. And the finger roll is true that time. Good back and forth game here from St. Augustine. Glad to have you with us here on the PBC Network. Jump shot off the mark from Lemons. And maybe a Euro step there from Melvin. Saints will slow it down as we tick under the 4-minute mark in the first half. Bain left open for 3. Offensive rebound, Young spins back. And the shot won't go. Oh, and there's a putback from James, and I think the Saints are maybe pleading that that was basket interference. Bryant the other way with an answer. I think Coach Sellen was just imploring his team to work harder at the defensive end and not allow that putback. Put a body on someone and box him out. And right to the rack goes Clifton. And the Cougars have retaken the lead. Bain to Bryant. Pass is tipped. Bryant takes advantage, goes right to the rack. And a timeout called by the Saints, and we'll keep it right here. 38-37, Flagler leading with 2:31 to go. And a chance to thank some more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics, including Taylor & Waldrop, St. Augustine Lawyers backed by experience, Sunshine Realty for all your real estate needs, Stellar Group, taking solutions further, St. John's Family Funeral Home and Crematory, services unique as life, St. Augustine record covering the ancient city in St. Johns County since 1894. And St. Augustine Marina for all your boating and fishing needs. Well, earlier this evening, Columbus State beat the Flagler women 86-57 behind 20 points from Tenbrook and 16 from the guard, Bruce Bro. For the Saints, Sarah Pedraza led the Saints with 16, but she was the only one in double figures. And so Flagler drops to 0-3 on the women's side of the Peach Belt Conference, and 3-10 overall. Men's team 6-7 coming in, 0-2 in the league. Columbus State 7-5 and 0-2. Cougar ball out of the timeout and the made Flagler basket. Saints set up some full court pressure. Double team comes. Cougars throw over the top to Melvin. This is Clifton. And a turnover as that ball was too tall for James. Looking for Collier down low, and that pass is too long for him as he tried to save it to hit the backside of the backboard. Under 2 minutes in the first half. Finish for Marcelius Lockett. Flagler bench calling or asking for travel on the play. They don't get the call. Cougars back up by 1. Bain goes baseline. Lemons for 3. Jalen Lemons. And a blocking call on Lemons. Lemons with 10 points in the game on 4 of 6 shooting. He's made 2 of 4 from distance. Malik Bryan is the leading scorer for Flagler with 14. On the other side, it's Daniel Melvin leading the way with 12 for Columbus State. This is Lockett shooting free throws. Balk-Knight into the front court. Back out to Bryant. Saints will reset it. Balk-Knight, 3 from the corner, too strong. Rebound to Lockett. A lot of dribble drives from Columbus State. And there's a finish from Jelani James. The Cougars really like that drive and kick type offense. And they have the athletes to make it work. About a 5-second difference between game and shot clock here for the Saints. Malik Bryant going to work. 3 on the shot clock. Bain for 3. 3 seconds to shoot for the Cougars. And a travel called with 0.4 of a second on the clock.
Basket no good. Saints ball.
So Saints will inbound it. They'll throw it all the way towards the hoop and try to get Collier to lay in! And he does! Oh my goodness, what a play! Spencer Bain with a touchdown pass to Tyler Collier, who caught it and laid it in. Now I'm not sure what the rule is anymore on this. There's at a certain point you're not considered able to catch and shoot it, but I think they're going to count this. And we end the first half tied 43 all after the spectacular. And now the refs have come to the table, and they're going to review this to see if he got it off. So we'll stay right here and wait for the decision. So the Columbus State coaching staff is staying on the court waiting for the decision from this referee crew. And here comes Blake Selland up to join us for halftime. And joining us is Blake Selland, head coach of the Saints. What did you see on that last play?
Yeah, I just said give it a throw down. I was hoping to get a foul and maybe get, one-on-one shot, but we just wanted to get it to the rim, and it worked out well for us. So.
What is the rule on that? I mean, it used to be that you only had a certain amount of tenths to be able to catch and shoot.
Tyler wouldn't have been able to come down, so he just had to catch and throw it in. So we were glad the ball went in there. So.
Other thoughts on the first half? I mean, your offense looked spectacular at times.
When we don't turn the ball over, we're a pretty good team. So we just got to limit the turnovers and just got to keep being nasty on defense. We let them got a little tired there and got beat on the ball, but we got to keep the ball in front and just be a little tougher on defense.
Coach, I'll let you go to work. Get to work.
You.
Thanks a lot. That's head coach Blake Selland, and the basket will count 43-43 as we head to the break. You're watching Saints basketball on the PBC Network. And welcome back to St. Augustine. What a first half, and fitting that it ends in a tie. Both teams playing very inspired, up and down basketball, 43-43. And the highlight, no doubt, with 0.4 of a second, Spencer Bain throws it 3/4 the length of the court to Tyler Collier, who caught it right at the rim and laid it in reverse style. An incredible play that the officials said was good after a video replay. Some stats we can't bring in graphically because we're shorthanded without a producer today. But I can tell you, shooting-wise, the Cougars are shooting at 48.7% from the floor, but just 1 of 10 from three-point land. The Saints, 48.6%, just a tick behind. 3 of 13, 23% from three-point land. The leading scorers, Melvin has 12 for Columbus State, and Bryant with 14 for the Saints to go along with Lemon's 10. Well, thank you to Coach Sellen for joining us. At halftime, he was pumped up after that Collier bucket. And there's another block. That's a couple already for Chase Fiddler. Leads the team in blocks and steals from his guard position. Really a swing man, a guard forward. Bryant inside, no. Collier tries to keep it alive. Baseline jumper, no good. Bryant off with the rebound, and he's off to the races. Got underneath the rim and couldn't get it to go. And there's another charge taken by Tyler Collier. The big guy has taken some big-time contact, but stood in. And it's another turnover on the charge call. That's Haskin with the foul. It's his third. He'll wipe up some moisture from the hardwood. Saints shoot at 50% from the floor on the season, 40% from three. They're the best three-point shooting team in the PBC. They're second in scoring offense, but last in scoring defense. So that certainly is a focal point for Coach Sellen and the Saints staff. And he mentioned it at the half. Collier with a nice drop step. Flagler back on top by 2. Saints in a man-to-man defense. 7 to shoot for the Cougars. Howard launches it. No. Good box out inside, and the putback won't go. But Kalen Clifton draws the foul on his way back up. The foul is on Jax Balknight.
For the Cougars, it's number 5, Kalen Clifton. He'll shoot 2.
Saints back at home for the first time since November 22nd when they beat Savannah State here, and that was their only other home game. So that kind of play on the road will really bring a team together. Balknight feeds Collier on the block. Baby hook won't go. Wide open 3. Rattles around and down for Jelani James. Fiddler finds Collier wide open underneath. Beautiful pass from Chase Fiddler. And a travel. It's a turnover for Jerome. That is the 12th turnover for Columbus State. Flagler has 11. Fiddler tied up, bounces it for Bryant on the baseline. Beautiful backdoor cut and another sensational pass from Chase Fiddler. Just beyond the free throw line, it's good. Howard. And Bryant with another finish. Wow, he's got 18 already. Melvin. No good from Jerome. Jalen Lemon's floater in the lane. And end to end it goes for Columbus State. Howard lays it in. And the Cougars are back up by one. Back and forth we go. Balknight. Weaving, looking like Jacek Lottie. Sort of start and stop and the quick feet. Lottie took Balknight under his wing the last year, and you can see a lot of Jacek in Jax's game. Jacek Lottie now playing professionally in Europe after 2 All-American seasons here in St. Augustine. 2-time Player of the Year in the PBC, a transfer in from the D1 ranks. And another finish from Howard. Howard starting to heat up. He's got 14 on 7 of 11 shooting to go with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Fiddler backing down. Lemons for 3. Short. Nice spin move, but the reverse layup won't go for Jerome. He did everything but put it in the hoop. Bryant backing down. Picks up his dribble to Balknight in the corner, working off the screen of Collier. Fiddler doesn't hesitate on the 3. Collier tracks down a long rebound. A new 20 on the shot clock, as subs are set to check in at the scorer's table. Bryant lays it up and in. And a quick timeout called by the Saints after the made basket. They lead it by 3. And we'll keep it right here and thank some more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics. Spartan Orthopedic Institute, Sports Medicine and Robotic Surgery. Sonny's, local pitmasters since '68. We don't just serve barbecue, we are barbecue. St. Augustine Inn, Flagler College Athletics official hotel. Salt Life, eat, drink, and be salty. Ray's Tire and Service for all your heavy-duty and commercial vehicle needs. Holmes and Bracco Business Interiors, make space for more. PIP Printing, achieve your marketing goal. Pink Stork, the wellness brand for women, and 123 Burger House, Grillin' and Chillin'. Earlier this evening, the Columbus State women beat the Flagler women 86-57. It's a tough start to the season for Mo Smith and company, now 3-10 and 0-3 in the league. Speaking of this men's team, they'll go right back out on the road. Again, the first game since late November at home, and they'll head back to USC Aiken on Saturday, and then next, I think it's next Tuesday, is at Georgia Southwestern, maybe next Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday the 11th at Georgia Southwestern. The next home game, the next time we'll talk to you, is on January 14th as Young Harris comes to town, followed by North Georgia the following Wednesday. Columbus State, again, driving, attacking, and scoring is James. Very good at the dribble drive offense. Here's Malik Bryant with a drive of his own. Bryant is fantastic. 22 now. 10 of 15 from the floor. He and Lemons, who has 10, are the two Saints in double figures. Figueroa gives it up to Spencer Bain, who had a good first half. Bain gets it back from Young, tries the three. Oh, and Young swats it away right on the rim. And a timeout taken as the Columbus State coaching staff is pleading for a foul. And that was high danger at altitude. 58-55, Cougars lead it by 3. Well, if you need to know more about Blake Selland, first of all, if you're a Flagler basketball fan, you know Blake. Spent the last 5 years here as the lead assistant for Chad Warner, and they enjoyed such a great run the last 2 seasons, 41-11 the last 2 years, including an NCAA Final Four appearance. He played for Coach Warner at Shorter and played in the NAIA Fab Four, also won the Christian College Athletic Association National Championship as a player. Spent 2 seasons as an assistant to Tyler Murray at his alma mater. Inside it goes, and a foul as Malik Bryant got underneath the hoop, but is bailed out on the contact. Selland promoted when Chad Warner left to take the assistant job at Furman in the Southern Conference. Paladins have a great program going there. And Coach Warner, after much success here at Flagler, building this program into one of the best in the league and in the nation, is now working for his friend Bob Ritchie with the Paladins. So Selland was elevated in the spring shortly after Warner left. Kip Owens, who's been on the staff for a few years, was elevated to associate head coach. And Sam Orff was brought in. That one nearly stolen by Bryant. So maintaining some continuity in the staff, despite the loss of the head coach. What's different is the roster. A lot of experience, a lot of production lost via graduation. Some by injury, some by transfer. Mostly graduation. But Coach Selland and Owens and Orff have done a great job recruiting and bringing in some exciting new faces here to St. Augustine. Glad to have them here at Flagler College. Cougars up by 1 with the basketball after the turnover. Jones gives it up. Pass goes back inside, and Kyle Young disrupts everything in there. Did a good job to avoid the foul, and then calling for the basketball at the offensive end is Kyle Young. He'll set the screen for Balknight. Now Bain on the left wing. 10 to shoot. Balknight fires in and out on the three-point try. And a nice drive to the hoop, and the score from Marcelius Lockett. Double team comes. Balknight gives it up to Bryant. Bryant will pull it back out. It's a 3-point Cougar lead as we approach 11 minutes to go in regulation. From the elbow, Figueroa, no! Saints have had some hard luck there as Spencer Bain comes away with the steal. Gets it back in the corner, tries a three ball. Yes! Spencer Bain started with the steal. He gave it up, got it right back, open in the corner, and he does what he does best, making threes. Jump shot, no good. Rebound to Young. Young gets it back. How about a three from the big guy? Kept alive briefly, but into the hands of the Cougars. And a nice take from Demir Black. And then the Saints give it right back. That's the under 12 media timeout. 62-60 Cougars. Well, to look at the box score, things are pretty even. 62-60 is the score up on the board. Both teams shooting it relatively well. 47.4 for Columbus State, 44.4 for Flagler. Both teams struggling from long range. 2 of 14 for Columbus State, 4 of 20 for the Saints. The rebounding battle in favor of Columbus State, 31-30. So that's close as well. And there's a foul and the finish from Nelson Haskin, who got Kyle Young in the air. It's out of the timeout. Well-designed play by Columbus State. And he finishes the three-point play to make it a 5-point lead. Saints are first in the league in three-point field goal percentage, but they're not showing it here at home. Just 20% from long range. Young drives in, gets his man out of position, and stays with it and finishes it. Nice patient play from the big guy. Figueroa with a nice closeout, and then the bump. And I think this will send Lockett to the line as a shooting foul. And it will. For Figueroa, that's his second personal. Coach Robert Moore has a big smile on his face throughout the whole game. In his 13th season as the head coach at Columbus State, and he's had a lot of success. A .563 winning percentage, 191 and 148 overall. Before being named the head mentor, he was an assistant to Herbert Green, who was the winningest coach in Cougar history. Also spent 2 seasons as the head coach of Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College and was a longtime prep coach in Georgia. So he's seen it all in basketball and just taking things in stride over there, even with the contact play with Kyle Young a few minutes ago that was right at the rim. He just listened to the explanation from the referees and smiled at him. Jerome fires from 3, and the woes from long range continue for both teams. James again off the window, slicing through the lane, and a tough runner goes for Joshua Jerome. Figueroa has a shot blocked. Now the run out. Haskin gives it up, and wisely as Black scores. And now it's all of a sudden an 8-point lead for Columbus State. Saints need to get to work with 8 to go, 8 minutes to go, and there's Kyle Young showing some range on the turnaround. Three-pointer, no. Rebound to Young. Bain ahead to Figueroa. Now Lemons. Lemons cut off, back up top to Spencer Bain, goes behind the back. Drives, scoops, and scores. Count it, and the foul. And that'll get us to the under 8 timeout. When we come back, Spencer Bain shooting a free throw to try to make it a 3-point game. And we'll go back to Flagler Gym here in St. Augustine, Florida. Glad to have you with us here on the BBC Network. Spencer Bain has a chance to finish a 3-point play after a nice drive, drawing contact and continuing to the basket, getting it to go. Saints, as we mentioned, are a good free throw shooting team as well. 72% for the Saints. Bain shoots it at 71 and nearly has a steal there. Bain has been disruptive on the defensive end And he's been opportunistic on the offensive side of things. He's got 8 points. Bryant leads the way with 24. Lemons has 10. Young with 13. Jones picked up his dribble. Baby hook is no good, and on the rebound, I think a foul on Bain as he ran into Jerome. Just looking at the Columbus State roster, it's interesting. Most of their players are transfers from other colleges. There's only a couple of kids who came right out of high school. Mason Pierre and Roman Sun, who aren't playing today. They have a number of red shirts as well. They have a huge roster. Reminds me of Flagler a couple of years ago when they had, 18 or 17 kids on the roster. But everyone else on this club, including all the guys who have played today, are transfers from colleges as Collier walks. A lot of experience on this Cougar roster. They get the ball back. On the Saints turnover, they have 15 in the game. Wide open three, Jerome. Lemons. Fiddler gets it back. Now Bryant. Collier gives it up to Lemons. Draw a lot of contact. Collier got the loose ball. And bodies hit the floor as Collier is fouled. So Tyler goes to the line. Junior from Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. Had a great fall according to the coaching staff, getting more minutes this year. He'd be first on the team in three-point percentage if he qualified. Oh, that was a year ago, excuse me. That was his 2022 year. He was 10 of 21 from long range. This year averaging about 7 points a game, just short of 5 rebounds a game. He's 7 of 16 from 3, so still shooting a very good percentage. Misses the free throw, though, and it's still a 3-point game. Melvin, as the Cougars seem to slow things up a little bit. Under 6 minutes to play in regulation. Melvin with a long three, and with Lemons in his face, he drains it. Bryant hustling back the other way, gives it up to Bain, and he knocks down an answer. Spencer Bain has 11. One of 4 Saints in double figures. Contact and the bucket. Wow, Melvin got a couple of defenders off balance, and he finished up, and Chase Fiddler is barking about it a little bit. The foul was on Fiddler. That's his 3rd personal.
He'll shoot 1.
Lead back back up to 5. Bryant Bain thought about a real long 3. Didn't pull the trigger, and he draws contact. So that's just the 15th foul for the Cougars, so non-shooting foul here. Saints will get it out of bounds on the end line. Bain gets it in and gets it right back. Feeds Collier on the low block. Collier has a shot rejected, and the ball is saved. Fantastic athletic play by Jerome. After the Jelani James block. "17-footer straight away, rims off." Bain hurrying the other way, gives it up to Lemons. 3! "76-74. Boy, this one has the feeling of an overtime game. Howard. James draws the foul on the aggressive move to the hoop. And that'll get us to our final media timeout. Cougars 76, Saints 74. Jelani James will shoot free throws out of the timeout.
After the timeout, making his way to the foul line for the Cougars is number 2.
If this is how it's going to be in the Peach Belt Conference night after night, this is going to be an entertaining season. We know Augusta will be very good again. Young Harris is undefeated thus far. North Georgia's 9-1 on the year and 2-0 in the league. Aiken is 9-3 and 2-0 in the league. Fiddler and Bain up top. This is Lemons along the sideline in front of the Flagler bench, and he lost it out of bounds. I think Jalen Lemons just slipped. Nelson Haskin checks back in. He'll replace Jerome. So sent in for Jerome. Jones with a tough shot and the cleanup there from Haskin, and then a quick steal from Ladarius Jones on the inbounds. And an offensive foul called, a player control foul is called, I believe, on Ladarius Jones. No, it was Melvin, his second personal. The Saints get it back, down 5, under 3 minutes to play. Fiddler open for three. Young in there, and I think that's going to be an over-the-back call on Columbus State. And again, a big smile from Robert Moore, their head coach. He disagrees with the call. The foul will be on Ladarius Jones, his second. And it sends Young to the line to shoot free throws. Young missed the front end. Long straightaway three, and that's off the mark, off the hand of James. Goes out of bounds. And a substitution coming for the Cougars. Ladarius Jones back into the game, and he'll replace Jelani James. Perhaps defense for offense substitution from Coach Moore. And there's a three-pointer. That's Lemons. It's a 2-point ball game. Cougars working some clock. 8 to shoot. Inside it goes, and the finish from Jelani James. Oh, excuse me, that is Haskin, not James. Makes it a 4-point game again with 1:35 to go, and we'll keep it here and use this opportunity to thank more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics. Noah Bailey Group, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. Jersey Mike Subs, a sub above. Maury Law Farm, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. Hybrid Design, advertising, graphic design, marketing. Hero of Florida, your partner for the complete equipment lifestyle. Flagler Hospital, excellence as a way of life. 5-Star Pizza, bigger, better, faster, and Fish Bites, set the hook. All right, let's reset it for you. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. Each team is in the single bonus. Cougars up 81-77, and the possession arrow favors Columbus State. Flagler back home after almost an unprecedented number of road games to start the season. 12 of 13. 12 of their first 13 games away from home. The one exception was all the way back in November before Thanksgiving, 86-50 win against Savannah State here at Flagler Gym. And then they go back out on the road and play at Aiken and Georgia Southwestern in their next 2. So the Saints have the ball down 4. Roll it up as far as they can. Now Bryant retrieves it. Bryant's been somewhat shut down in the second half. He has 24 in the game, so it's a relative term. Here he is. Oh, I thought he was going to take the 3. Instead, they get it to Lemons. Bain and Young fight each other for the board. Young comes away with it. Hook shot is no good. Last touch by the Cougars. It'll stay here with the Saints with 14 on the shot clock, 1:08 on the game clock. Spencer Bain will trigger from the end line. Fiddler gets it, goes baseline, cut off there. Back out to Young, a two-man game being played. The reverse layup doesn't go. Young ends up in a heap. And now the Saints are going to foul. Down 4 with 49.9 seconds to go. Spencer Bain commits the personal. That's his first of the game. And it will send Ladarius Jones to the line. Ladarius is an 82% free throw shooter. Calmly drops in the first one. He hasn't shot a lot of them, 14 of 17 now, 15 of 18. But now looking to make it a 6-point lead. Still plenty of time for Flagler. 50 seconds to go. Bain in the corner, tries the three right away, left it short. Now the Saints really need to get on and foul here as Columbus State tried to play keep away with it. Joshua Jerome was fouled and he'll go to the line. Jerome, just a 50% free throw shooter, 6 of 12 on the year. The foul was committed by Jalen Lemons. Well, it is a 3-possession game now, so Saints need to score quickly, and timeout called by Coach Selland. Saints down by 8, 85-77, and we'll keep it right here. Chance to thank more of the sponsors of Flagler Athletics: Evans Automotive, quality work at a fair price; Coldwell Banker, Premier Realty, fulfilling the dream of home since 1906; Capital Financial Strategies, a full-service financial company serving North Florida and South Georgia; and Pizzali's Chianti Room for the true Italian food connoisseur. Well, we were tied at 43 at the half, and it has been a very entertaining game beginning to end here. But Columbus State has gradually edged out ahead and now lead it by 8. So the Saints will inbound in front of their own bench, and they need to hit threes, and they need to hit them in a hurry. Fiddler passed on the shot. Lemons has his shot blocked. Stays with the Saints. Bain to inbound. Gets it to Kyle Young. Kyle Young wants some help. Precious seconds ticking away. Bain will go right to the lane, through the lane, score, and draw the foul. Well, that's about the best of both worlds. A chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way, and it stops the clock. With 21.4 seconds to go, it is now a 6-point lead, and Bain can make it a 5-point deficit. As it looks like the Saints, I think we have a player has been disqualified, fouled out. Nelson Haskin has committed his 5th. So the Saints were trying to come together and draw something up here, presumably the defense after Bain makes the free throw, and they will have full court pressure and unable to commit the foul, and finally they do, and they'll foul Ladarius Jones. Jones, again, a great free throw shooter, 82% on the season. If he makes them both, he can make it. Oh, and he misses the first one, so that point is moot. It will be a two-possession game with 18 seconds to go. We've seen the Saints fly up and down the court. They're really going to need that speed here. And a whistle on the missed free throw. So it's still a 5-point game. And timeout taken by, I believe, Columbus State. And we'll keep it here. Final 18 seconds coming up. So again, we'll reset things for you. The Cougars are now in the double bonus. Flagler is in the bonus. Each team with one timeout remaining. And the possession arrow favors the Cougars. So Columbus State just wanted to set things up defensively. And it looks like they'll try to slow things down by harassing the inbounds play. Lemons has the basketball. 14 seconds to go. Need a quick bucket. Bain goes through the lane, lays it in, a quick timeout called. Exactly what the Saints needed. It's a full timeout. We'll take it too. 85-82. Flagler still alive with 7 seconds to go. And welcome back to St. Augustine Flagler Gym. 85-82, 6.8 seconds remain. It is Cougar basketball. And what is the strategy here? Do you foul, send them to the free throw line for 2 shots, and they can make it a 2-possession game, or do you play for the steal here? Interesting to see what Coach Sellen and his staff decide to do and how they play it. Trying to deny the inbounds play, and they will foul. They'll foul Demir Black with 5.3 on the clock. So Black will get 2 free throws. Black is another outstanding free throw shooter, 84%, 27 of 32 on the season. And if he makes 1 of 2, it's a 2-possession game, and it essentially salts this one away. So some substitutions for Columbus State, getting their lineup set for the final 5.3 seconds, and here's Black at the line. Makes the first one, so it is a 2-possession game. And he makes them both, 87-82. And Columbus State will get a sub in the form of Jelani James, just a little more height in there. Lemons gives it to Bain, 3-pointer at the buzzer, no. And the final is 87-82. Columbus State with a hard-fought victory. The Cougars improved to 8-5 overall, 1-2 in the Peach Belt Conference. Flagler drops to 6-8 and 0-3. Well, look at some of the stats. The leading scorers for Columbus State, pretty balanced. 18 for Melvin, 14 for Howard, 11 for Jerome, and 10 for James. And for Bryan, for the Flagler Saints, Malik Bryan led everyone with 24. Jalen Lemons was 16. Bain also had 16. And Kyle Young with 13. We expect to hear from Coach Selland. And then we'll wrap things up here from Flagler College. As we do await, and here comes Coach. Flagler goes back out on the road at Aiken on Saturday and then at Georgia Southwestern next Wednesday. Yeah, so Coach is going to take a few minutes here, and he'll be back for the post-game interview. We'll step aside for one last break and be back with the post-game interview coming up. Well, Coach Selland talking to his team in the locker room. We'll sign off. The final score again. Columbus State wins at 87-82. Thanks for watching here on the PBC Network. We'll see you next time. January 14th, Young Harris is the next home game. Again, the final. Columbus State 87, Flagler 82. Good night, everyone.